everyone. This is Vampiro for Gaming Fanatic News, and I'm going to talk about the Guild Wars beta weekend that just passed from April 27th to the 29th, and I'm going to talk about what I did and give you a little preview about the beta weekend of what I liked and what I didn't like, and I didn't like. You'll hear about it, but there was more likes than I didn't like. But first off, I want to say about the game is that from the time you get into that game, I played over 30 hours this past weekend, so I'm a little tired. And I never, me, with my website's raw and uncut. I'm not going to have no script of what I'm going to say. You're just going to get the truth, and it's raw and uncut. So, the time that I got in the game and started playing, you can have non-stop action for every second that you're in the game, and you don't even realize that you're leveling, and that totally blew my mind. And the leveling is a little different in that game, and what I mean by that, it's still traditional. You got levels, but you don't worry about it. You don't have to get to a level to do something and say, I gotta get here to do this, so you never worry about nothing. You just go about your business, enjoying getting on and playing the game. Well, first I started off with the Ranger. I'm not going to get in depth with every class, but I played a Ranger, I played a Thief, I played a Necromancer, and I played an Engineer. I pretty much like the Thief, Ranger, and Necromancer all the same. Very good. I liked them in PvP, I liked them in PvE. The Engineer, I didn't really like it in PvP, probably because I have to get to learn that has a lot of gadgets and a lot of things you do, so I would have to play it a little bit at a lower level and get used to that character to play. But we're going to talk about what's great about this game. It's just, again, it's the first MMO. It's just that you actually have fun all the time and you do not feel like it's grinding. The crafting system's so elaborate. I can't believe it. The way you go out and gather all your stuff, you gotta have like your 3 tools that you need. So you get your 3 tools, and then you have your own spots. So you don't have to switch out the weapons every time, and you just go around and gather things. But you get off the mobs give you something to craft with. So that system is, it's really elaborate. I didn't get to spend much time, but what I did with it, I was very, very, very impressed. And one thing is cool, I was killing these gang members that drop these bags of goods, and they'll actually give you like all the goods that they stole that you get. There's actually stuff in those goods that you actually can use. It ain't junk. You get, very rarely you get gray junk. Mostly you get stuff that has to use for crafting or that can actually benefit your character off the drops. Now I'm going to get to the meat and potato for me anyway. My ultimate experience with this was the freaking PvP. Even the queue system where you did like the 5-on-5, or the open world versus world PvP. Well, the smaller PvP, it was so intense, and all I can say is anybody who hasn't tried this game that's going to get this game to play, learn to use your dodge. Your dodge button is your savior in this game. It makes battles very good. You need to learn to use your dodge button. I can't say it enough. Use your dodge button. But in the smaller PvPs, where it's like the queue up 5-on-5, not the world versus world, you actually can destroy the buildings in there. I figured that out right at the end of the beta before I had to get off because I was overtired. I'm going to be going to work soon, so I had to get off. But yeah, you can destroy things in there. There's mobs you can kill in there too to get extra bonuses for your teams. I mean, and you just go in and make your character level 1. You can start queuing up. You get level 80. They give you the moves. You can switch. I had fun with the Thief, how I could use the guns, and then when somebody got close to me, I switched to the knives. A lot of strategy, because you can, that dodge button, you can get away. Fights can last for a while, and you can run away and live. World versus World. You can just live on the World versus World. They have everything you need in there. The crafters, the bank, uh, everything. You don't need to leave that area. If you just want to level in there, your whole time playing that game, you never have to leave. But it'd be a shame because the PvE is so good, and I'm more PvP person, so you can stay there if you want. That I saw. So overall, for the good, they got it right. And I'll give you the bad about the weekend. Lag. Even when I have a beefy, very beefy PC, but I'm not going to get into the specs. It's a very high-end PC. It should just eat that game alive, but that's all right. They're definitely going to have to work on their servers and strain, but in the game, and probably a lot of lag and a lot of hitching, because some of my recordings, even though it wasn't lagging, felt I wasn't hitching like on my screen, but when I was recording the videos with XSplit, it showed hitching over there, like it would stop and go. So there's something not connecting at all cylinders, but I have faith that they'll get that fixed before the game goes live. And this is just preview. This is the first beta weekend of many more, so that was bad. And there was a time we couldn't log in for like 5 hours. The log on was down, but they fixed it. They didn't go like all weekend without fixing. After the 5 hours, I was back in. So that was the problems, but overall it was a great experience. I'm so overwhelmed by it. I could never thought it could MMO could be this good. Now the problem is to go back to play other MMOs. If I'm going to give a quick little overview of the preview weekend, beta weekend. I could say it's a preview because it's not a review because it's not done. It'd be unfair for me to say this is a review. But if you like high octane MMO that has everything that you ever wanted in any MMO, you got it all here. You can do anything you did in previous MMOs, but you don't feel like you're grinding. It just, all the different mix and matches of your weapons, so you get new skills. They put a lot of thought in this. To me, they had somebody like me on their board of directors saying, we need to do this for what the people want. It's not our vision of an MMO. They did the vision of what people want. They just want to get on and have fun, not be forced to play a certain way, and that's what makes MMOs fail. I hate when they try to force you to play a certain way, and they don't in this game. You play it your way. That should be their motto. Guild Wars 2. Play it your way. So that's about it, and I'll talk to you again when the next beta weekend comes up, and if there's any changes from the past beta weekend that just passed till the new one that I'm going to be in. Alright, you guys have a great time or great night, day, and thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. Alright, talk to you later.